There's two types of people, and you've met both of them, I guarantee it. There's the people you feel like a G with. You're confident, you're out of your shell, you're social. Then there's the people who drain you of your energy. You feel antisocial, maybe even a bit moody. But why is this? Why do you think that is? It's because energy is constantly being transferred between people. It's infectious, it's sticky, but that's not necessarily a bad thing. Energy comes from emotions because what they do is they determine the mood and the type of energy that you're exuding into the air. So then the question becomes, how do I avoid becoming someone who exudes negativity into the air and drains other people? Well, it comes down to your outlook. Your perspective has a massive part to play in how magnetic you are and the way you view the world. I want to tell you guys a quick story. I knew a girl a couple years ago who claimed to be depressed. Do you want to know who was also depressed? Her sister. And then before long, her friends too. Every single one of them. And I watched it bit by bit, little by little. Every single one of them caught depression like it was the fucking flu. What's interesting about depression is it's like a virus. Once you're infected, it grows within you. And then eventually it spreads onto the people closest to you. Being depressed is possibly the most contaminating mental state that you could ever adopt. And that's because of your perspective. The way you view the world changes. I used to ask her, and she'd tell me nothing really matters. She doesn't see herself having much of a future. She's probably not going to make it past 30. All of these crazy thoughts. My point is this. She adopted that from her sister. She got it from her sister, and she passed it on to her friends. And all that bred negative emotions that almost affected me. And if it can affect me, it can affect absolutely anyone. I was forced to distance myself from her. The complete opposite of becoming magnetic. So how do you radiate more positivity? Well, I've found that being grateful is the strongest mindset that you can adopt. Hence why every successful person ever preaches it. Hey, watch this.
I don't pray to God to ask for things. I pray to God to say thank you for things I already have. That's one of the first mindset things I try to
finish.
change.
I go straight into a little prayer. First off, I always just thank God for what he's done for me, how he's always protected me, guided me, did everything for a reason.
Arguably the most famous man on the planet says that gratitude is the one mindset that he tried to adopt. The other one is someone who's been blowing recently, gaining hundreds of thousands of followers, starts his day off by thanking God. Not to mention, both of these guys are multi-millionaires. Now as for the actionables, if you're religious, start thanking God more for what you do have. The more you thank God, the more he's going to give you to thank him for. It's as simple as that. Now, for the people who aren't religious, number one, start looking into religion. But number two is become more aware of what you do have. So it's more or less the same point. Once you become more aware and you become more grateful, your mindset switches. Because someone, somewhere right now has just been told he has cancer. That should be all the fuel that you need to make sure you take advantage of every single second and you bring out the best in yourself and the people around you. Now, as for how you can do this, listing all the things you're grateful for is a very, very good way to do this. And it's vouched for by many people, such as Hamza, for example. He constantly talks about how you should list everything that you're grateful for. It changes your mindset and your perspective. And with that being said, that brings me on to the end of this module, guys. I hope you took a lot of notes and I hope you gained a lot of value from it. I'll see you guys in the next one.